in the battle. I marched in the battle of New the end of your wars. The young man started growing, the young blood started flowing, but I ain't watching anymore. Well, I killed my share of Indians in 1,000 different spots. I was there at the Little Big Horn. It's always young to walk on to lead us to the wars. Always young to fall. Now look at all we've won with the saber and the gun. Tell me, is it worth it all? Well, I stole California from the Mexicans, fought in the bloody Civil War. Yes, I even killed my brothers and so many others, but I ain't a marching anymore. Well, I marched in the battle of the Germans, in a war that was bound to end the war. I must have killed 1,000,000 men, and now they want me back again. But I ain't a marching anymore. It's always young to lead us to the war. Always young to fall. Now look at all we've won with the saber and the gun. Tell me, is it worth it all? Call it treason, call it love or call it reason, but I ain't marching anymore. No, I ain't marching anymore.
Now, what was that? Who was that by again?
That's Phil Oakes.
Phil Oakes.
Phil Oakes.
There was a documentary floating around about Phil Oakes recently, which was excellent. Of the people I personally listened to, and she also were the biggest fans of Frank Zappa, the Mothers of Invention. What is that?
And also,
You want
the name of
me
that,
to
the
tune
name
up?
of the song is
Okay.
What's
I Ain't Fighting. What was the name of the song?
Oh, I ain't marching anymore.
I Ain't Marching Anymore.
But he's done some
Here, you take it.
really wonderful songs.
Help me.
He was
What?
he,
Huh?
he was kind of in the genre
A
of
tuner? No, I don't.
Bob Dylan,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
way Bob Dylan started, in a sense, and then they veered off. And I
Right.
was just such a big fan of Phil's.
Yeah.
And what happened was he thought in the 70s, the late 70s, he thought he had nothing more to say. He actually had a mental illness, probably
He was manic
bipolar.
depressive.
Yeah, he was not a well man in that way. He wrote marvelous
But
stuff.
this needs to be set up too.
And he
I told you that.
killed himself
Yeah.
Oh, really?
1976.
Oh, I didn't know that.
In Far Rockaway. I was actually living in Far Rockaway. I hadn't stayed in touch with him. I mean, I knew him when he was performing, but
You knew him
that was
personally?
a
or-
sad. I knew him personally.
Right. He lived in Far
Yeah.
Rockaway, or?
Well, he was staying with his sister,
Oh, okay.
and
Yeah.
unfortunately, he hung himself. Excuse me.
That's a terrific tune.
I've heard of.
What's that?
That
Yeah.
song is.
That
Yeah.
song
Yeah, it is kind of
The
cool.
thing
But he has
about-
so many that are so outrageous.
At the time, Stan and Williamson, we all each had to make decisions as to how far we were going to take the ramifications of what those ideal choices that had been laid before us, particularly with regard to peace.
Right.
And
You know, around the
Phil
Vietnam
Oakes
War.
stood out as being a person who, who came the closest to being both a popular singer on the one hand and an absolute 100%. If you're gonna talk the talk,
But that's
you've
it.
got to walk the walk.
Right.
And he did walk the walk. He got himself in a lot of trouble, and he was arrested, I'm sure, numerous times. He was also connected in the course of that spectrum with Abby Hoffman. And they,
Right.
among other things, did the war is over demonstration where they like turned the whole city into celebrating. That not the whole city, but the village up to 14th Street was all celebrating because the war was over, because they said so. And then they realized that it wasn't, and that action was taken in the belief that if people began to think that that was even a possibility,
That's
then
art.
it wasn't taken.
That's
any
art
more
right
any
there.
guide-
It's
any
art right there.
touchdown
Yeah,
run.
because you're creating something.
To realize that peace is
And
possible.
maybe it can become reality. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, exactly.
That's great. Great idea.
Yeah.
The war's over. Yeah, the
Because
war's
image-
over.
Yeah.
Why? Yeah, and then why? It's not. Well, why can't it be over? Yeah, let's make
Well,
it.
Yeah,
actually-
yeah, why can't?
Yeah,
what-
you know.
With the possibility.
Right. Yeah.
What year did he write this song?
That was probably, my guess would be 68, 67.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess so.
They were still escalated.
The thing is,
Oh, yeah,
65,
definitely.
65 when they really went, LBJ went whole
Yeah,
hog.
yeah.
And then after that,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah, well,
But
yeah.
you know, it's like once the war was over, you felt he had nothing to say. Can you imagine if he was around today,
yeah, right.
or during Bush's time?
So if you get a chance to see that documentary, I highly recommend it. It may be even on iTunes at this point, although it's an independent.
I'm not sure if I've seen that
Thank you very
myself.
much, Williams, and I apologize for offending your ears.
It doesn't, it's just funny.
But it's nice that you.
When you're in tune, you sound better.
Of
Yeah,
course.
really.
Thank you.
Yes, and you need to get a tuner, one of these or another one.
when's your birthday?
The other one is.
Get one for your birthday.
Right.
He has to
The
wait
other one
too
is
long.
like- you can't do that's right there, you see that? You can knock it out of the.
I need to get my capo, right?
The other one is,
I'm
you
getting
need
better.
new strings, your strings are dead.
Oh, you need new strings?
You need new strings, they're dead.
You know, Jay, why don't you bring your guitar one day and we'll
Yeah.
we'll do a total workover on that thing.
Well, it also needs set up.
Hot rod.
It's,
Well, no, you don't want to set that up too much because that's vintage sound there. You don't want to screw with that. That's a great sound.
no, but it'll be easier for him to play.
And he can play anything. This guy. It's fine.
But I'm
he's
just
got mitts.
I don't
Strong
disagree with what you're saying, but
Yeah,
what you're
yeah.
saying is also always been my principal goal. This is we're talking shop. here, we shouldn't-
Yeah, but I'm not gonna
Well,
talk.
that's okay.
All right, now the next thing, and last,
It's good stuff.